Ah, there we go. Okay, that was gated. I got you. Okay. All right. Looks like things are going pretty good. Let me turn that all the way up. All right. So what you're seeing here is a what I determined to be a 1979 Washburn electric guitar, and we're going to give it some changes today. The way this was wired is volume, volume. So neck position volume, bridge position volume, unlike a standard Les Paul. So, and this is bridge tone, neck tone. So we're going to alter these controls a little bit so that it's set up like a, so we're going to move this volume, which will be the bridge volume, so it'll be configured just like we'll call it a normal Les Paul. However, before I do that, I am going to remove the pickup selector switch. Pickup selector switch is in really fine shape. All the hardware is really excellent. Everything is working fine. We're going to push these out of the way. And I'm going to get this whole wiring harness. Look at that. That is freaking awesome the way they wired this. And I'm just going to leave everything kind of the way it is. Because what I'm going to do first is polish up the surface of this instrument. So you gotta, there we go. Get all the electronics pushed back in there, and oh yeah, holy smokes. All right, let's turn that off. Hello. All right. Hopefully we didn't lose our thread. Snooks, hello. Happy Friday. Oh boy, it is a good one. Boy, I've had a great day today. All right, so beyond all of that, Independent, hello. Independent Manny United. Thank you guys for stopping in today. Okay, so a few things about this guitar that I want to just share, because I've already done a lot of work on this thing. I've already polished the fingerboard, cleaned up the top of this thing, but we're going to polish the top of this. This is, again, is a 1979 Washburn, so it was purchased by a guy for his son, and it's not a particularly expensive guitar or even highly sought after, but it is fairly valuable. Any guitar is fairly valuable. So the output jack used to be right there, right? Let me get my camera to cooperate here. I think I can point it downhill further. Oh yeah, okay. So you can see where the output jack started out. And that typically on these guitars that is one of the most common injuries a guitar has. So I have filled that hole with a piece of wood as best I could fill it in, and then I filled in the area around that with, you guessed it, CA glue. I filled it in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of a pickguard from a Gibson. It's a Gibson Les Paul pickguard. I'm going to drill this section out of it, and it's going to be, I'm going to drill 1 3/4 hole saw through that, and I'll put that in. The reason I haven't done that yet is simply because I don't have the hole saw, and I'm going to borrow that from a friend of mine who was kind enough to loan it to me, and I should be getting that tool on Monday. So there you go with that, and we're going to alter the volume controls. So here we go. Let's get busy, and I'm going to do this in a way that come here. There we go.
Okay, we'll talk about stuff here first. I'm going to just... Okay,
so we're just going to start polishing this thing. Here we go. I'm going to have to mute my camera, Mike.
Just insist on having
now, so we got clients here. Alright, so I realized I was muted. I can't have clients that are doing business with our shop on my live streams, just for their own protection and our legal protection. Number one is really most important. Somebody could get pretty disappointed if they were on a live stream.
A turntable
and
an amplifier.
Now what's going to happen now is that we're going to have a bunch of people coming in tonight. It's been very quiet today at the shop, and what's going to happen now is that it's going to get noisy. And the only reason for that is because I'm doing a live stream, and so that's the way it goes. So if I have to mute again, I have to do it. And I can't and won't apologize about that. Hope everybody's having a really great Friday. I literally have had nobody over here all day today until right now. So just bear with me on this. So again, we're just taking the volume controls and setting them up just like a Gibson Les Paul. A lot of guys would call this this thing, saying that this guitar is basically Japanese wired. This instrument was built in Japan, and this is the configuration that they used on their controls in a lot of cases. Again, they were volume, bridge, neck volume, bridge volume. And now I've got bridge volume, neck volume, just like a normal Les Paul. To avoid any confusion when this young man hands this guitar to a guy who's played a Les Paul before, you won't have to relearn the controls. This is the most common four knob pickup or control configuration ever in the history of guitars. Been like this for a very long time, so we don't want to change or reinvent the wheel, is what I like to say. That's been done plenty in the guitar world. I don't need to do it again. I don't want to do it again. Alright, so I'm going to avoid drilling a hole through the top of the guitar for the output jack until I get to the point of being able to drill out the Alright, now I've got to check things and make sure I've got it installed correctly. I'm pretty sure I did, but I am not ashamed to make myself look like a fool if I did something wrong, because I'm the first guy and about the one guy that everything will go wrong if it can. Alright, so I got to get some volume here. We'll see what happens with these controls. Mountain Man, hello, happy Friday. Forgive me for not saying hello out there in YouTube world. I've got, come on, there we go. I am going to polish the sides and the back of this thing here in a moment, but let me double check and make sure that my my controls are configured correctly. Oh my goodness, you are just going to take your own sweet time opening up. No, I don't want to update Reaper. God, those guys are they're doing a new update every 10 minutes. All right, so that should be neck position. Ooh. Boy, careful. Let me turn off the delay in this. Yeah, no, it's interesting. For some reason, the archetype, the NeuralDSP VSTs are really having a hard time opening in my on this laptop these days. I'm not sure why. Okay, so should be neck. Okay, this should be both.
That's the one I was.
That's off. That's on. That's the tone pot for the neck, for the bridge. Did I put those backwards? Yep. I gotta switch those around. See?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
see, if I could do it wrong, I would certainly do it wrong. He probably watched me do it.
without an amp.
Alright, so
Um,
I do not walk on water. And the other thing, you know, when I got, usually I'm over
well,
here
I'm gonna
in virtual silence most of the time. And so when I get distracted like that, you make a mistake. Okay.
Well, this will all be really good. This will be really good. So just let me look here. Let me see what I can.
Let me make sure.
I'll try to get some. Oh yeah, I'm looking at them. I'm trying to make a deal. That's why I'm looking at the prices.
No. You've got to be kidding me. Oop. Okay, what is going on here? Okay, I didn't reverse them. Alright, I am a little bit... Okay, so there's a short somewhere. Okay, so it's not just me. So it's grounding out. Something's grounding out. Really?
Yep. Although you're going to be shocked at how nice this is.
There's something. Okay, so I need to make a couple of non-grounding washers for this.
Okay.
I'm not 100% certain how these are grounding out and these aren't.
Okay, did you buy them from
But, oh boy, let's see, what do I have?
Okay. Alright.
I want to put something in there permanent, and I do not like using electrical tape.
We'll do it.
But this is a good case for that.
Okay.
You will all be happy to know that I do not have electrical tape in my supplies. I'm wondering if there's a better way for me to do this. I could use a small piece of wood and just put it in there as a washer. I've got some laminate. Hang on, I'm gonna have to run out to my shop where the guys shamefully use. No, I joke. Oh, come on, Eric. Hello. Hey, you guys, and forgive me for not interacting much with the chat, but I've discovered that I've got a grounding issue. So the volume control works just fine. As soon as I unground the controls from the grounding tape or the grounded connection, the moment I push those in and touch them, the body cavity is grounded, and so if I move these up and don't let them touch this grounding, they work. And that is because in grounding to this, they're grounding to this, which grounds out the whole pickup selector switch, which grounds out the circuit. Isn't that interesting? So be patient with me. I've got to run out to the shop and get some electrical tape because I do not allow electrical tape on my bench. Same with steel wool. All right, so just you can just bother and you can look at this beautiful instrument. This thing is gorgeous, and it might take me 3 minutes, two to 3 minutes to get back. Give me a moment. Alright, so I don't want anybody cursing at me because I'm doing this. This is a legit use for electrical tape. It's non-conductive, right? Okay, that's all I'm trying to do is to stop something from being conducting anything. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and do this really cool like, so that it looks like it was professionally done. Okay, even though it's electrical tape. Okay, I'm being as professional as I can. I hate doing this. No, I'm joking. This is a legit use for electrical tape on a guitar. Legit. Alright. See? It's not so bad. I'm not so bad. Alright, and then we'll just cut off the excess. Cannot stand this stuff. You will not. This is probably the second time in the history of my guitar channel, or my channel, that I've used electrical tape on an instrument, and I ain't kidding. I can't wait to get home tonight and watch the latest Vice Grip Garage video. Y'all check him out. I wonder how many Vice Grip Garage fans there are watching. You gotta love him, man. Derek is the best. I'll bet there's a few of you that watch it. Hear it buzzing. It works. It doesn't work when it's grounded out, though. There we go. Uh-oh.
Like one of those little pile amps with a adapter, turntable adapter.
Oh yeah, preamp?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, I got one of those right here.
I gotta change the blade. This thing's too dull.
This is one I probably want to get rid of, huh?
Blue tape over the holes and see if it grounds out. Yeah.
Oh, we won't?
Leave me out. I'll come back a little. Eric, I got you.
This is really cartridge. It's high level outputs.
Oh, does it have a switch or is it an actual switch?
I think it's a Shure.
We might take a look.
Yeah.
If it's a switch, we want to.
Electrical problems with guitars are electric guitars are very common. So knowing a little bit about it is really helpful
These are probably the ones we want to get
for most folks, because you take your instrument in to have some electronics work
All right,
done.
good now.
That can get expensive. Yeah.
There's nothing too embarrassing on there. Yeah. I'll just get my razor blade out and scrape that right off.
You need a razor blade?
I got her.
Mine are sharp.
I got a nice good one here I've had hidden for
Alright.
these occasions.
This thing is grounding out against the ground.
Oh, the inside cavity?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that problem before. It's a nuisance because it keeps things from working.
Well, and Stu, you know, I don't even want to admit this, but I'm gonna tell you. I use electrical tape inside a guitar.
I've done it many a time on potentiometers around the contacts so they don't touch.
Don't say that.
It's honesty.
Right.
I call it honesty tape.
It's a legit way to fix a problem.
Yep, it's honesty tape is what I call it.
I don't have any plastic washers, which I would love to use, but then you got a volume pot or something that's going to come loose over time. Alright, so what is going on here? I literally just put these controls in. I have put these controls in backwards like 4 times, Stu. Yeah. Well, at least twice. Good grief. Okay. I am really looking dumb on the internet right now, Stu.
Oh, it's all right, man. Sometimes you get excited about getting something rolling, and I've done it myself a few times over the years.
I'm looking at how beautifully wired this thing is, and it's just taking my breath away, and my brains, apparently. Okay. Now, this better be right, or I'm gonna... Yeah, that is right. Okay. Okay, so I need to go... Okay. Come on, baby. Do me good. Do me good. Okay, we want to be careful about shorting out that cap. Okay, now should be off. Okay, what is going on here? There's something wrong with this. This.
There we go. Got the important part off there, Mike.
I think we paid about $50 for those or something. We've had them a while.
Yeah, we've had them. We've got years of it.
And I wouldn't confuse them to sell them almost.
Probably shorting out when I was holding it. That is, I'm almost certain, was what was going on. I didn't have the electrical tape doing its job. Aye. Okay.
Two audio inputs
Cool.
there. And speaker outs right there.
I mean, I got all due respect for insulating cavity, but this guitar does have humbuckers.
You said 380 total?
I'm not sure how useful that is.
Perfect.
I mean, it might help a little bit
All
or
right,
something.
I'll be on top of it.
I just make sure that that other one, if it hasn't, if it's like those Audio Technicas where it's a magnetic cartridge, but it has a switch.
I think it actually has
This
that
better
style
work.
needle.
This best work.
Cartridge.
Okay, let's make
I'll take a look at it though.
but I don't think, yeah, just make sure some are all set up. Make sure we have, get us some speaker wire.
I'm gonna pull this out and make sure it's all ready to roll.
But I think that'll still be fine.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is actually nice. It's got a counterweight turntable and everything. So.
Very
Make sure
nice.
it's
All
set
right.
up.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, I will.
Oh. Geez, Mike, I was going to have to call my mom.
You need to get mommy?
Yeah. Well, this thing was giving me a hassle. Grounded. All right. Okay, well, let's see. I need to treat the fingerboard with some linseed oil, and then I can put strings on this and set this thing up, even though I don't have the output jack in it yet. Let's see. Derek is doing duct tape drag. Oh, cool. Burnout pitch. Hey, no spoilers. No spoilers. Yeah. No spoilers, brother. I gotta watch that when I get home. No spoiler alert. Okay, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna put 10s on this thing. Oh, no, those aren't 10s. I gotta go grab a set of 10s. I put so many strings on guitars, I don't have any more 10 gauge strings sitting here. So let's put some linseed oil on here first. I'm gonna have to fill up my linseed. Look at that. I've been through a lifetime supply of linseed oil already. I can't believe it. There's my linseed oil. There's my boiled linseed oil. Oh, these guys. They gave me this can of this stuff that you can't get the lid off of. Ugh, right? Wouldn't be the first time, but you know, I am Marshall, and every other can that I could have grabbed on that shelf would have a lid that works. So, just remember who you're messing with. This is only me. I got the one can in Grande that doesn't have a lid, that has a lid that's failed. I am the man. I'm so bad I should be in detention. Alright. Time for me to shut up. What are you fixing, Stu?
Let's just make sure this turntable's ready to roll.
Oh, nice. Alright, here we go. Gonna make this neck look all pretty. It's cool, this guitar is almost as old as one of mine. My good old Strat that I like to play on my live streams is 78. This is, I'm pretty sure, 79. Can't be for certain. I'm not 100% certain. It does have a brass nut and it does have brass saddles. So, pretty cool configuration. I'm anxious to hear what this all this brass sounds like. I don't have a clue. I haven't done a brass nut on a guitar for a very long time. Again, I hope everybody's having a really great Friday. Let's see. Johnny Bean, hey, happy Friday, brother. Great to see you, man. I've caught a little bit of your lives recently, and really interesting stuff. Yeah, I'm not that Eddie Van Halen enamored. I love the guy, all due respect for King Edward. But I sure do enjoy some of the stuff you've shared. It enlightened me on a lot of details about his equipment and such. It's been really nice to learn those things, which seems to be the point of most YouTube channels, is to, well, I shouldn't say most. Many YouTube channels is to help people learn something that they didn't already know. All right. Okay. I'm cleaning her up. So this guitar was born the year after the first Van Halen record, right? 1970. This is 79. Wasn't that first record in 78? What was in the bottle? This is boiled linseed oil, if that's what you're asking. And this, this is vodka. I hide it in this spray bottle, just because I'm a drunk. No, you know I'm joking. Alright, so yeah, I officially used fucking electric tape. And you know what, you guys? I have to run this back out to our installer. What's in the bottom? Like the binding ends where the center block is. Am I seeing that right? Yes. This is a neck through. Well, very good observation. Very cool of you to notice that. Yeah, I failed to say that. Neck through. And I am not a fan of neck through guitars designs. I'm not. If something goes wrong, you ain't resetting the neck, regardless. At least on a Les Paul with a set neck or any other guitar with a set neck, you could pull the neck off of it if it needed it, but not with one of these. So I'm definitely a fan, more of a fan of bolt-on necks than I am of set necks. Or and certainly neck throughs. If something goes wrong, you can see it's basically an ultimatum. Okay, so I promised my installer, we got a guy out working on cars out in the shop. I have to take this out to him. So I'll be right back, you guys. It'll take me 30 seconds, I hope.
Is it ceramic?
Yep.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Yeah, they're going to have ceramic. That's the current modern ceramic cartridge.
I'm going to run home for just a minute.
All right, I got it. I'm just going to set this up and make sure she's ready to roll.
Just dropped off that, the keys. I didn't call it.
Oh, for the one that Chris is
Yeah,
finishing?
I was
I'll call him right
talking to
now.
Richard.
I'll take care of right this. Right
And
this
I
minute.
gave Richard the information about antenna, but make sure he's, you know.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be right back. Okay.
See you at 9. I love it. Oh boy, that installer out there, he was laughing. Ah, you had to use electrical tape on a guitar. We do have a part of our shop here is we do car stereo installations, and we are some of the best in the business. And we spend all day long, literally every single day, putting stereos in vehicles, backup cameras, all kinds of car electronics. So we're a very diverse shop. You got to know a lot about a lot of stuff. Oh boy. Okay, so here we go. We're going to put strings on this. Maybe we'll get to hear it today. I think bolt-on neck sounds snappier. Yeah.
Cool.
Is it poly? I'm not sure I know what you're asking with that. Yeah. Hard to open. Oh, that was boiled linseed oil. The bottle that I put it in this so I don't have a great big bottle of stuff. This is what I treat necks and any exposed wood on guitars with. Let's get these strings open. I'm an Ernie Ball dealer, so we use Ernie Ball strings almost exclusively.
Yeah.
At least that's been my policy. If somebody asks for a different brand or make a string, I'll certainly use them, but
They don't take up any room.
there ain't a whole lot of difference between strings. I think if you're a guitar player, you know what I'm
I
saying.
told Jeannie, I said, hey, this is going to be.
So I get to hear this thing for the first time and check the setup. There we go. My camera guy's not following me. I am so excited about our gig tomorrow night. We get to get dressed up. They're doing a bit of a Halloween party, just a pre-party, and there's going to be tons of really great costumes stuff up there. It's going to be a great time. And I have to drive up to this terrible little place called Joseph. It's terrible. Don't ever go there. I have to mute the camera, you guys. I've got to mute it just because we have clients. I got to respect their privacy. Alright, here we go. I'm going to string her up and see what she sounds like for the first time. I'm going to use a... let's turn the volume down. I don't want to listen to strings going on a guitar. This thing has really killer machine heads. I'll get you up here so you can watch me put strings on a guitar. I know you've seen it on thousands and thousands of times. How boring, right? But I think I'm faster than almost anybody living. You know, it's not a, I'm not trying to set any kind of land speed record, but I'll bet you I can put strings on a guitar faster than you can, and to have them tuned up and ready to play. Right? See, that's probably E right there, I'm guessing. That's pretty close. It might be E flat. You tell me. I got 3 strings on already. Are we keeping track of time here? How fast can I do this? That's pretty close to D. I think I'm pretty close. You tell me. You got a tuner? 2. They keep making these Ernie Ball strings shorter and shorter all the time. There we go. Need my pliers. I want to pull on this one a little bit. I don't usually have to do that, but these machine heads are a little bit, they're kind of weird. They're very tall. I'm not a big fan of that. Alright, we're almost there. Am I putting strings on faster than you? I know. Who puts new strings on their guitar? Why would you do that? I can't wait to hear this thing. I haven't heard this guitar because when it came in, it was missing 3 strings, and the strings were wound backwards on a couple of them. Just typical amateur hour. Okay. Definitely whoever put the strings on it didn't know. Probably pretty new guitar player, or just somebody who didn't know any better. There we go. I bet you I'm faster at this than you are. I would be willing to bet. Oop, come on. Brass nut. Brass bunky. Let's see how close I am. I know I'm not. It's pretty close. Alright, here we go. Stretching them out. Here we go. I wasn't that far off. I haven't put strings on a guitar for a little bit. Okay. I mean, I know you can get strings on a guitar pretty quickly, but can you stretch them enough that a guy could go do a gig with them right now?
All right, I'm gonna strip these. Probably strip the ends
Gotta
of these
mute
wires.
again.
All right, okay. bit.
You guys, I know it's quiet, and I have to mute because we have clients here. Thank you. You guys, I know it's muted. I can't have you on the air right now. Alright, so I have to be a little more conscientious of when I have clients in the shop, so I have to mute the channel, and I know it's kind of not helping my YouTube channel a whole lot to have to do that, but I know that it makes the live streams almost like, why even do one? But you still can watch what I'm up to here, and maybe I'll do something that you'll appreciate. Let's see, what, 11:30 seconds. This might actually be it. I think I got to drill a 3/8. I'm going as step by step, so I don't blow anything up. I wish I had a drill press. No, that's not gonna go. Definitely a 3/8. Here we go. There we go. I'm gonna remove this. And I gotta find a washer here for this thing. The original one did not have a washer because it was stuck on here. It was stuck on here with this ugly piece of black plastic, which I'm gonna try and beautify that a little bit here. Here we go. Although this is not the end-all product. Again, I'm going to make this look really nice. Yep, and I can tell already. It's cool that I know that I've got enough threads sticking out that I'm pretty certain that if I put this underneath it, I'm going to have enough thread sticking out that I'm not going to have to worry about it bottoming out. So I'm going to cinch this up a little bit. Let me hold on to the inside. There we go. Now I can play this thing plugged in normal like. I appreciate anybody and everybody that's tuned in today. Pretty cool guitar. Probably don't get to see one of these very often. Beautiful Washburn. Now I'm going to go over the back of this with the polish. So let me do that once real quick here. We're going to use my favorite Ultimate compound. I went over the top of the guitar, so I feel like I should go over the back of it, just kind of bring out some the luster that this guitar once had. Not going to go real heavy on the polishing, but it's interesting how this finish on these guitars really shines very nicely when you go over it with the polishing compound like I'm doing here. So if you've got a guitar that looks kind of old and almost like it's dingy, but really it's bugging you at all. Man, I'm telling you, this stuff ain't cheap, but boy, it's a good polishing compound. Now, I didn't hit it real hard with that. I went over it kind of lightly and didn't like really dig deep on the polishing part. The back of this guitar is in really pretty good shape, and we want to keep it that way, so I didn't want to overdo anything. And look at that. I mean, it just looks so much better. And this is probably about what this, aside from the little dings and stuff and the nicks and dings in this thing, this is probably about what this thing looked like when it was built. The back of this has just got very little buckle rash. It's got a few dings here in the finish, and I'm gonna hit those with a little bit of color. And you know, I know that my let's go with cherry. Let's see what this looks like. Looks like it was made for it. Looks pretty good. I think I'm going to darken that one. Let's see, we did, let's go with the walnut, which that's actually might actually be walnut. Look at that, perfect. Just kind of makes your eyes not be so drawn to that. Little things like that people will probably never even notice. Here's another little ding back here and another one right here. So we're going to just color those in a little bit, make them not seem so obvious. There we go. I'm gonna hit this one over here. Alright. Now I need to go around the outer edge of this and clean it a little bit. Got the inside of the horns. Boy, this thing looks beautiful. What a cool guitar. Alright. Now, we have the ubiquitous white tape paint marks on this thing. So let me get rid of those. Let's get rid of the white paint. We got white paint on this thing. You see it right there. I call it the ubiquitous white paint because no nice instrument in the world can escape our world without getting white paint on it in one way or another. See how that just kind of makes that disappear and your eyes aren't like drawn right to that? That's what I love about this stuff. I'm going to use a little bit of this semi-chrome, little tiny spot. That's 10 times as much as I need, but this will make that white spot literally vanish. And that looked nice. I'm going to give it a good health inspection here. Let's see if I got any other dings that I missed. This guitar definitely has a few dings in it, but for being a 1979 era guitar, this thing is not too bad. in really good shape. So whoever owned this took really good care of it, or left it in the case and never played it. That's probably what the story about this is. I know that the owner of this guitar is going to be very happy when I call him tonight to tell him. Now, I don't consider myself being done with this. I still want to make this damage go away. It looks kind of ugly, but more money, right? It's just costs more money. So let's play this thing a little bit and we'll see how she sounds. Again, I hope everybody is having a really great Friday. I know I haven't been responding much to the chat just because I can't today. Lord Spike, hello. Yeah, I'm very aware that there was no sound. I had to be quiet due to clients. So I've been on here about an hour and 20 minutes, and not too bad. And if you've watched for that long, you've seen what I did with this guitar, which is a lot. A lot. And I had done some other stuff to it. I polished the frets, I reattached the nut, pulled the bridge off of this and cleaned it, although I did clean it to leave the patina on it. And now I've done a full Monty setup on this thing. Charlie, hello brother. I hope you're doing well. So yeah, you guys, I apologize about being quiet. I know it doesn't help my stream be very entertaining, but you know, when I have clients here that are shopping at our store, I have to be respectful of their privacy. Sometimes I'll ask folks if they mind, but this was a gentleman that I didn't even want to bother asking. He probably doesn't want to be on the internet, if he even knows what the internet is, if you get my meaning. So let's play this thing a little bit. Probably should put a backing track on. Let me look. Big Mama 1212, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in today. So we got this good old Washburn all set up. Let's see what she does. Actually gonna get to play it a little bit now. And look at that. It's just that's where the output jack goes. Pretty cool. The output jack was pretty broken. I do not like output jacks on the face of a guitar. I think that is a terrible thing that guitar manufacturers did to guitar players. I'm gonna get the knobs back on here. We'll see how well they fit. Okay, they're loose, so we need to go through and break one of these off. We're going to be very careful. Don't do this at home. You will break this. I promise you will break one of these. I can't believe I haven't broken one yet. You got to be very careful doing this. Oh yeah, you can see what I'm doing down here. All right. Please don't try that at home. I'm joking, but if you break one, that's all you. I told you not to do it. So now I get to actually use the control knobs on this thing. Earlier when I was playing this, right after I got the strings on it, I didn't put the control knobs on it because I figured I might have to take them back off. Here we go. Now all the knobs are facing the correct direction. Now these knobs are a lot closer together in proximity than a typical Les Paul. So, let me go back to my Reaper project, and should have pretty good tone here. There we go. Okay. I'm using let me switch to the Morgan amp suite. I don't want to go ultra heavy on y'all. Okay, I made sure I got the switch in the right orientation. That's just a guitar plug straight into the console. Pickup sounds all right. Turn that up a little bit here. Pretty well balanced, I think. Y'all should be hearing that. Okay, so here's what I need to do. Give me a moment here. I need to put a filter on this. Oh, I do have a compressor. Let's see. Sidechain, Audio, Capture 2. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to turn the amp sim back on. And we're going to use the Morgan amp suite. How it feels. It feels pretty good. Now I'm going to play it with a backing track just because, you know, just testing the guitar all by itself is one thing, but playing it with playing the guitar with a backing track is a pretty good idea. I'm going to see if I can find one that I haven't played. Deep Soul Groove in A. Yeah, this thing feels very nice. Tate, hello. Dude, thank you so much, man. What a very kind gift of you. I appreciate you doing that. Man. Yeah, this thing, this guitar feels amazing. And it's kind of sticky right now because after doing all the polishing and such on it, you know, my hands also feel a little. I probably shouldn't really be playing this guitar right now. I'm probably messing the strings up. Not probably, I am. Tate, God bless you, man. That's very, very kind of you. And just, you guys know that any super chats or anything I get definitely goes to me, although YouTube does get its percentage of that. But I'd also know that none of it goes to drugs or alcohol or anything like that. If I need to drink, I go buy my own, right? You work on amps? I sure do. Yeah. Absolutely do work on amps. I've worked on a lot of them. And I work with one of the greatest amp repair technicians, I think, in the United States. I literally would put him up against anybody. He's been doing a lot of automotive electronics work lately, but I'm sure if I handed him any tube amp on the planet, he could figure out what's wrong with it. Minus, you know, like the real modern, like a dual rectifier, forget it. I don't know if he'd be interested in even looking at that. Send that back to Mesa Boogie, right? Lord Spike, thanks for saying that. Yeah, this thing really does sound fantastic. And we'll give it, you know, the bridge pickup. Powerful. The dual pickups, and it works just like a Les Paul with one of the volumes off. You get nothing when they both work. Boy, this thing works. And then the neck pickup. Roll the tone all the way off. Bringing the tone back in slowly but surely. Pretty sweet. Sweet guitar. I'm real happy with this one. Yeah, I'm real happy with this. So the owner of this, I've got the drill bit coming, I think on Monday, and I just got done setting this thing up, so I don't want to send it home right away. I'd like to let this thing kind of sit here and like absorb the string tension and all the adjustments I've made. And you know what, you guys, this is really cool. I looked at the truss rod. It doesn't look like it's ever been turned, and the neck relief is absolutely perfect in this. This is literally a 3-ply. I'd have to say mahogany and rosewood neck. No, it's maple and rosewood, or maple and mahogany. Definitely maple. I can see the quilt in it a little bit. My camera won't pick this up. So maple and I believe rosewood in the middle of there. I can't tell, it's so dark. It's a beautiful piece of wood. Hopefully you can see that. And hopefully my camera is picking that up nice enough. So, beautiful guitar. I'm going to see what time it is. Oh my goodness. My day is winding down. I'm almost done. Again, I want to remember Tate, let's see, Tate 8989. Dude, thank you so much for that wonderful gift. I really appreciate it. And I thank everybody for tuning in. Wish me luck tomorrow at my gig. We're going to have a really great time. Looking forward to playing live again. Until the next repair video, or just live streaming because I feel like it, right? You guys, thanks for being here. Do it for dime. See you later.